Tanse Atlanite. Good day, everyone. My name is Melody Lepine, and I'm a Cree and Dene member of the Mikisew Cree First Nation. I'm joining you from Fort McMurray, Alberta, which is in Treaty 8 territory, and also the ancestral lands of the Cree, Dene, and Métis people of this beautiful region. A bit about myself. I grew up in my beautiful hometown community of Fort Chipewyan until I moved away my family pursued higher education in the city, so we moved away at a young age. And then I eventually went on to the University of Alberta and studied environmental conservation and science until I moved back to our region in 2003 and then started working for my nation, the Mikisew Cree, in the Department of Government and Industry Relations, known as the GIR. So the Government and Industry Relations, so we are a department of the nation that is really ultimately responsible for managing all of the consultation and interaction with industry and government, really pertaining to natural resource development. So I have a lot of engagement with industry in the region, as an example. And so an important part of our mandate at the GIR is really to protect the interests and rights of the Mikisew Cree people, as a lot of these extractive activities happen within our region and also outside of our region. So a little bit about that is our territory is fairly large. We call this our traditional territory. So it's the area that we still exercise our rights and culture. And this area also includes a very important area known as the Wood Buffalo National Park. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about an important project that I'm working on that is regarding the Wood Buffalo National Park, which is also a World Heritage Site. So Wood Buffalo National Park is protected under the National Parks Act and has been a national park since 1922. And so it does have some levels of protection, and some of the questions I get asked is, well, Melody, why are you trying to protect the Wood Buffalo National Park when it's already protected? And it's already protected under the National Parks Act, and it's already protected because it's a World Heritage Site. Why do you see that it's necessary to protect it further? And so my answer to that is, well, because a lot of the activities that are impacting the park are happening outside of the park. And so that is a lot of the development that is happening outside of the park that really has downstream impacts, as an example. So Wood Buffalo National Park has a lot of very unique natural features. And those natural features is really the reasons why it was inscribed in 1983 to become a World Heritage Site. So under UNESCO, there's a World Heritage Convention, which is really about protecting natural and cultural properties all over the world because of their uniqueness. So some of the uniqueness with Wood Buffalo National Park is that it is home to some of the only grass and meadow sedge areas in North America that remain undisturbed. So these beautiful meadows and sedges really don't exist in that size anywhere else. It's also the only home to nesting sites of the endangered whooping crane, as well as Wood Buffalo National Park has the world's largest wood bison population. And that population is the only place in the world where there's a predator and prey relationship between wood buffalo and the wolf, as an example. And another important feature of Wood Buffalo National Park is that it's the world's largest inland boreal delta. And that's really the really important feature to the Mikisew Cree. And so one of the reasons why we have brought attention to the World Heritage Site under the World Heritage Convention is because of the stresses and threats that are occurring that are impacting the Peace Athabasca Delta. So in 2000, and for many decades, for many years, the Mikisew Cree have been really watching and witnessing the degradation of the Peace Athabasca Delta. So changes occurring very rapidly. So essentially, our view is we're losing our Delta. And so in 2014, we filed a petition to UNESCO, to the World Heritage Committee, basically saying that Canada has the World Heritage Site of Wood Buffalo National Park. It has an outstanding universal value that is protected under the convention, basically to conserve these outstanding universal values like the Peace Athabasca Delta. And under the convention, it has to demonstrate how it's doing that to maintain, again, some of this unique natural phenomena in the world. And so, again, seeing all of these changes and the degradation to the Delta, we felt it was urgent to bring to the attention of the committee and UNESCO some of the urgent issues and challenges that are facing the Delta. So our petition was accepted, and a reactive monitoring mission was held in 2016, where we co-hosted with Parks Canada a reactive monitoring mission of experts that came and examined the property, visited the community, engaged with elders and land users to really understand, what are some of the changes they are seeing to the Delta, and why we feel the degradation and loss of our Delta is occurring. And so as a result of that, UNESCO adopted many of the recommendations from the reactive monitoring mission. And today we have an action plan that has been developed with our input by Canada to address a number of these issues and challenges that are facing with Buffalo National Park, specifically the Peace Athabasca Delta. So through our work in filing the petition, we have developed some really interesting videos. World Heritage Committee members make up state properties from all over the world under UNESCO. And so many of these state parties are making decisions about Wood Buffalo National Park without really ever seeing the site. And so we wanted to show them through our lens, through our view, how we see these changes. And so before the reactive monitoring mission came in 2016, we did a video in 2015, which really was considered one of the worst low water levels in the Peace Athabasca Delta. So we wanted to capture some of the worst cases of drying in the Delta on video so that we could show it to the World Heritage Committee just how bad the situation is. And so I'm going to share that video with you. But also to remind you, I think, just how important Wood Buffalo National Park is, the Peace Athabasca Delta, and why it is a World Heritage Site. And it's just really literally just north of us here. Again, to keep in mind that some of the world's most unique features of Wood Buffalo National Park are these features that don't exist anywhere else in the world. And so the action plan and a lot of the commitments from Canada to protect things like the Peace Athabasca Delta are yet to occur. So these challenges, we believe, we're optimistic that they can be addressed with corrective action. And the action plan is a plan to do action, but we are really stressing the importance that action is needed now, before it's too late, before we lose our Delta completely. And so in the video, you will see, again, just local land users, and to really try to understand that the Delta is a part of the Mikisew Cree identity. We are the land, we are the people of the Delta. And you will see that in the video, that how water loss in the Delta is really impacting the Mikisew Cree way of life. And so that was really the importance of doing the video and showing the World Heritage Committee why protecting the Delta is so important to the Mikisew Cree.